everybody. My name's Craig.
I'm Brian.
I'm Burke.
And I'm Michelle.
And this is Get Dunked On, the podcast.
I'll get over you. I know I will. Anyone? Wait, come on. This is not quintessential 90s music. I'll pretend my ship's not sinking. And I'll tell myself I'm over you. Because I'm the king of wishful thinking. Okay.
I literally don't know.
No fucking
king
clue.
of wishful thinking, guys.
Usually I know your songs. Yeah, this is not one of those, Brian.
Are you telling me that you don't know the classic King of Wishful Thinking from the hit movie Pretty Woman?
That is correct.
From the
I'm
Pretty
also
Woman
telling
soundtrack?
you, yes, I do not know that song.
The
I've
only
never
thing I know
actually
from
seen
is
that movie.
Pretty Woman.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's
Sure.
it.
Everybody knows that one. The no. Yeah. No. I
you
went
would have
with
gone with that one. I would have sang along.
but this one's better than that one, so I kind of
Obviously
had to.
not, because no one knows it.
Excuse me. It was used in a Family Guy clip one time, and that's good enough for me to be world famous.
I literally just popped it up, and
fair
I've
enough.
never heard that before in my life.
You have to.
I have not.
If you go to the 44-second mark of the song, like then I guess the chorus, that's what I was singing poorly, but I was still singing the chorus. You come on, people know this song. Okay, or
That
not.
is
No,
incorrect,
nope.
sir.
Wow. All right. So I guess the podcast starts off as usual. Brian is alienated by the choice in music. Great. All right, Craig. Take it away.
no.
Wait,
totally.
get it? He said alienated.
So I have something a little closer to home, on Earth, that happened today. So, as of late, I've gone through and made major modifications to my diet and whatnot, and I've got a bunch of medications that I need to take in the morning. And so one of my biggest things is I can't eat in the morning without feeling sick. Like if I wake up, I can't eat immediately for the most part. Like on an average day, I can't eat right when I wake up. Like if I wake up at, let's just say 9 o'clock, I'm not eating till like noon. Like I cannot do it early. I can't do it.
Wow.
So, like for work and whatnot right now, I usually wake up somewhere between like 8 and 8:30. And now I'm having to wake up even earlier to try and force myself so I can try and wait as long as possible to eat right before I leave, which gives me like maybe an hour to try and wake up. So this morning I went through and I had some eggs and I just made a quick, just scramble really quick eggs, just scrambled eggs. And ended up not even being able to like sit there and eat it while at home. I was like, I'm going to be fucking late. I need to get going. So I took like 2 bites and I was like, oh no, it's going to be one of those mornings where it's like, I'm going to have to force this down my throat so that I can take the medication with it so I don't get sick from the medication. So I start trying to eat it. I'm like, okay, I got 1 bite down. I'll take the meds and then I'm just going to eat the rest when I'm stuck in traffic because there's traffic where I'm at. So I'm like, okay, well, let's get going. So I get going and I drive, and every once in a while I kind of go over and fork over just a little bit more egg and put it in my mouth and keep eating it. And it's just getting harder and harder for me to eat these eggs. I'm like, man, my body really does not want to eat anything right now.
It's like completely rejecting it.
Yeah.
So at this point, you're stuck in traffic on the freeway looking for a convertible.
Right.
Okay.
So I start driving and then I get a little bit further and I'm off the highway now. I'm out of the area. I start taking back roads when I get off the highway because I can just cut through and get to where I want without like getting stuck places. And I'm driving it and I'm eating another piece of the egg. And that's when I realize I'm like, I think the eggs are bad. I don't think it's that I can't eat this.
Oh, no.
Because things just started tasting not funny or not good and they tasted funny. So I get up I'm driving forward and I go, well, I know my fate now. I get up to a stop sign. I literally stop, throw it in park, open up my door. I throw up outside of the door onto the ground.
No.
Close the door, make my right turn. And there's this guy in a truck across from me. It's a T stop, and I was turning on to like the vertical portion. If you're looking at a T normally, I was turning right, and there's a guy on the other side of the stop sign, the other side of the road. He's just looking at me like, "What the hell just happened?" Because I'm not joking. It was this, and this is the exact timing, and I'll try and make it vocalized as well. It was like, "Uh-oh, open door." throw up, close door, turn right. Like, I'm not joking. It was about
It was that quick.
It was that quick, man. It was not a long standing process. I was in and out in 3 seconds with the entire.
Wow.
Like, once I made the stop, in 3 seconds, I was turning right onto the road I needed to go to.
Did it have residual effects throughout the day because you had eaten tainted food?
No.
Or was it just the one?
No, there was really nothing else that was all
Dude,
that
that's
bad.
That's kind of
God,
lucky
like,
in a weird way.
It didn't stay down long. My body was like, nope, let's get rid of this.
It recognized a problem.
Yes.
You know what I want to say? I want to say, first of all, fuck you, Craig. I've been trying to get an achievement all day in Watch Dogs 2. It's called Hold My Hair. And it's for 10 fucking points. And the only thing you gotta fucking do is catch someone in the game throwing up. I have spent probably 2 fucking hours following drunk people who are stumbling around, can't fucking walk straight, bending over like they're about to puke, and then the animation cancels. And so I'm sitting here. I think the achievement's fucking glitch. I just needed to follow fucking Craig around all day. That's all I needed to do.
There it is.
I could have just sent you a selfie this morning. You got an achievement.
Jesus Christ!
I just can't believe
awesome.
that you did that in the road and then just kept on going as if it were
Well,
like.
I would have. I mean, granted, I'm taking side roads, but there's still like traffic going through there.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not
Well,
stop
sure, that's
still
what I'm
or
saying.
stand
Like
still.
the speed and efficiency.
I just knew
is
I
what
had to.
I'm
That's
commenting
like all
on.
it was like I have to get this out. This is coming out no matter what.
Yeah,
I need to just get it
Yeah.
out and not mess my car up. That's all I was worried about. So I opened up, out, got back in, and then I've got I've got this guy right here, a 30-ounce Yeti, just full of water, and I just started drinking that to try and kind of dilute the taste. But honestly, this is another weird thing. There wasn't like a lot of aftertaste that you normally have after that. Like it still just tasted like the bad eggs. And so once I kind of did that and I drank coffee with it, it kind of eliminated. And I shoved in
and really bad eggs.
I shoved
me Hardy 0.
I shoved a ton of gum
sorry.
in there. I had like a pack of gum. I was like, and here's like 7 of these to try and go through because I don't have like a toothbrush or anything just in my car. So that was it was an interesting drive into work today.
Yeah.
I keep thinking like of the little kid song, found a peanut. You know, it was rotten. Ate it anyway. And then there's Craig threw up and now he's dead.
Okay, now
What children's song are you
you know how I
talking
didn't know his
about?
1994 hit from
Oh,
whatever?
shit.
I have no idea about this Peanut song either.
Maybe it's
Yeah,
a
me
Houston
neither.
thing.
Yeah.
So it's this little kid song. It's like found a peanut yesterday. I don't know. And then it goes on. He ate it, or he finds out it was rotten. He goes, ate it anyway. And then he goes like, ended up dying, went to heaven, something crazy stupid.
It sounded like
that.
it was to the tune of My Darling Clementine or whatever that song's called.
It's to that song. Interesting.
It replaced Peanut with a burger, and isn't that the plot of the TGIF show Teen Angel? Where he eats a bad burger, dies, and goes to heaven and becomes this. Remember that?
Teen Angel? What was Teen Angel? This
don't know that either.
episode so far is everybody going, what?
It's just shit from our childhood that no one remembers.
Okay, look. Teen Angel was a show that ran on TGIF for one season.
I don't remember that.
It was about a kid who eats a bad burger, dies, and becomes his best friend's guardian angel.
Wow.
You don't remember that?
No.
Nope.
It ran for one season. It
Well,
was
I wonder
awful.
why. Well, yeah.
It was so
Wow.
bad.
So,
But you should remember it. It was
No,
a
I
Friday
don't.
night staple, kids. That and Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
I remember that. I remember the other TGIF shows that actually stayed on the air, but not the single season.
One season.
No, not at all.
The only
it up.
TGIF show I remember is Sabrina, and we watched it because they
Was Jordan Hart so
would
amazing?
tape it. I don't know if it was my parents or my sister or whatever. We would tape it and we'd watch it like on Saturday.
Not Boy Meets World.
Nope, didn't watch that.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
interesting.
You guys know I didn't watch a lot of television as a kid.
Yeah, that's true. True. That
How
was
did
like
we
the
go
only thing I
from-
did watch.
How do we go from Pretty Women to puking to Teen Angel to TGI? Okay.
So
all right,
we're
well,
going to
here
call
now.
this episode "Awkward Blank Space."
Well done. Well done.
Yeah.
Well, so if our two kind of comments with everyone laughing, you can go back and replay the last 10 minutes and you'll get them now because our episode is about space.
Michelle, do you love when we say space like that?
I do.
Every time we say it, she does this look where she can't help but her eyes roll so far up into the back of her head and then back down. I'm like, oh, she really doesn't find that funny at all.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, no, Burke, you're right. We our theme is space this week, and it's kind of talking about the void, the beyond, the whatever beyond our limits here. So, out of curiosity,
I made the quiz on like keyboards, like and focused around the space bar.
Oh god,
fantastic!
Shit.
I would actually be super impressed if you could make an entire quiz about a space bar.
All right, give me 30 minutes. I'll be back. We'll figure something out.
So one of the main reasons we wanted to talk about space today was the day this release is going to be the total eclipse. Not of the heart.
Across North America.
Yes, across North America for I think the major base of our listeners. So we kind of wanted to just talk about that in general. And so I just wanted to start us off with, does anybody have plans for that?
So I haven't made up my mind yet, but I'm because right where I am, I know where you are, Craig. It's like coming straight through, and you'll get like you don't have to go anywhere. I have to drive like 2 or 3 hours north to get like the total eclipse. So I still haven't thought about it, but I'm thinking of going into some public land up there and just camping out on Sunday night, and because it's on Monday the 21st, obviously, and then so I'm thinking about going camping out, preparing some stuff, taking the day off and just one chilling and waiting to see probably a once in a lifetime event. So that's where I'm sitting at for the eclipse. Anyone else?
Well, yeah, no, I was going to sit and listen to Eyes by Rogue Wave and hope that I get superpowers.
That's a great plan. No flaws in that plan at all.
First off, I want to tell you how far I had to go for that pull. Okay. That is season 1, episode 1, end of the episode of Heroes, where the song Eyes by Rogue Wave plays while the solar eclipse happened and everybody gets their powers.
Oh my God. I had to go through and listen to it because I went and Googled it real quick. I was like, I don't know what this is. As soon as you said that, I go, oh my God, I know this.
That's the first thing all day that anyone's known.
You made a connection.
Yay!
I still didn't get it. I just acted like it did.
It's okay. 3 later and I got 1. I'll take it.
Okay.
But the point is that no, I don't have any plans for the eclipse other than I will try to do the thing you're not supposed to, which is look at it, and I'm going to probably look at it.
I'm going to look at it.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair with you, I know you're not supposed to, and don't do it at home, kids, but like, come on. How often do these things come around? So yeah. I will end up looking at that. But as far as a specific like event or whatever, I don't have a eclipse party planned.
Yeah, where you are, you're not getting a total eclipse. You're getting I guess like probably a sliver.
Yeah,
up in
you'll get a partial.
Yeah, but still it's something. So it's kind of
still
cool.
Something.
Yeah, I mean, even if I do stay in Denver, I'll get more than you would, Brian, because it's only like a 2-hour drive north for me for a full eclipse. Yep. What about you, my Daisy?
I honestly have not done any research, so I don't know what's going to happen near me. I do have to work during the day that day, but I'll probably try to catch it.
Sneak outside.
Yeah, and catch it some point that evening, maybe.
Yeah, definitely you'd want to duck out and try to see that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, because I think it's like, well, it's 12 o'clock my time when it's
also known as high noon.
God damn it.
Sorry.
Space. The celestial body known as the sun will illuminate. Okay, will be covered up by the lunar object. Okay, we'll stop there. But no, it's probably going to hit you around, I don't know what.
2 o'clock.
2 or 3 in the afternoon?
Oh, that sounds like a good time to take a break.
Yeah.
2:30ish, I think, is for Eastern.
Eastern
I'll
time. Try to take a break then.
I get around there, but I don't know. Just you'll have to look up. Everybody's gonna have to look up.
I'll look it up. I have I've had a lot of people coming in asking for special attachments for their phones so that they can take good pictures of the eclipse that they can sell, and I was just like shaking my head.
Is that a thing?
No, first of all, because I was going to get a lens cap, a solar lens cap. Okay. I guess we'll go into what my part is, because I am literally right in the path where I work is in the path of the total eclipse. I sent you guys an image bastard. And hopefully we'll go through and try and post this image of the total path before the episode comes out, so everybody can kind of take a look at it beforehand. I'm right smack dab basically in the middle of this path. Where I work is totally in there. I'm actually just one exit up the highway from the eclipse path from my house, so I'll be a little bit out of it. And I was looking because I was like, hey, I'm gonna go through. I've got a 300 millimeter lens for my camera. I want to go through and get a cap for it, or like a lens cap type thing that'll allow me to take pictures, because if I aim it right up at the sun, I could fry out the optics on the actual body of the camera. Yeah. So I was like, I'll go through and I'll look for this. So I found one and it was like $50, and I was like, oh, that's not bad. I was like, I mean, it's not exactly what I'd want to pay, but for something like this is only going to happen probably once in my life where I'm actually in a spot and I can go through and zoom in and take some fun pictures. That'd be kind of cool. Like, I'd really like to do that. And then I was like, okay, I just want to make sure that nothing's going to happen. And I looked at like the ratings, like I think it's called like an ES and an ISO rating or something, all these other things. I looked at it and it's like, oh yeah, this one, it will totally fry out the optics on your camera if you try and use this. This is not meant for solar eclipses or partial solar eclipses. This is made for total eclipses, because you can look at a total eclipse with your bare eyes. Like, there's no problem.
Right.
Technically,
for sure.
Technically you can.
Which is what I would have done if it was an actual full one. I was very much so joking. If it's not a full eclipse, you don't look staring at the sun, kids.
So the thing was like, oh, this is totally for the eclipse. Only for the total eclipse. If you use this for a partial one, you're going to completely fuck up your camera. Like, I was like, fuck. So I was like, okay, well, let me look up like a highly rated, like a good one, to make sure that I'm getting the right thing. It was like $200. I was like, well, there goes my dream of taking a picture of the eclipse. I just got to wipe my hands of it so I didn't have to.
Yes, they're a real thing for actual cameras, but people want them for their iPhones because they think it's going to magically just let them take amazing professional qualities from their iPhone.
No.
Have you ever tried to zoom in and take a picture of even like the moon? Like, seriously, have you ever tried to do that? It's like let me use my iPhone zoom that I'm gonna go and just really punch in on the moon itself. Like, this is gonna work.
And you could do that to take some pictures of it.
Not with the phone.
They're just going to turn out shitty if the whole point is to try and sell them later. That's going to be the part that doesn't work. Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to be looking at this. You're like, oh, look, it's the entire. Actually, you wouldn't even see it, because if they've properly covered their phone with the camera with it. I went through and I bought decently cheaply off Amazon a while ago Eclipse glasses. And you can basically just stare at the sun at any point with these glasses on, right? And so it filters out a ton of the view. And Sarah and I went out the other day and just looked at the sun for a second with these glasses on to see what it's like. And you're like, oh, way off in the distance. Basically, for you guys that can see me on camera right now, it's like if you were to full screen me on your entire screen, about the size of my pupil is what looks orange, and the rest of it's just fucking black. Like, it filters out all the light except for just the sun's light. Yeah.
They're almost to the point of like welder's
like you
glasses.
Literally can't fucking see anything besides the sun. It filters out that much light. So I'm like, you're doing it with a fucking iPhone. You're gonna cut even if you were like gonna put the glasses on my iPhone, or like technically this little pack that I got has two glasses. Basically, people think about like the 3D glasses you get at a movie. That's kind of what these are. They're plastic in terms of like weight and feel. And then it came with two. It was a 4-pack, 2 of those, and it came with 2 paper ones for kids. Even if you were like, I'm going to use these, and you cut that out and put it over your camera, it would look like the smallest smidge of an orange dot in the middle of a completely black picture. I actually might try and do it tomorrow. Take a picture with these over the glass, with the glasses over top of it, just to see what it looks like.
See, like in what I was getting at about taking a picture of the moon, like, if you've ever tried to take a picture of the moon, like I encourage you all to do that tonight, right? Take a picture of the moon on your phone and watch what happens. It comes out like this microscopic, super unbelievably
Yeah,
blurry
I've
thing in the
had full
distance.
moons here, and it's like, perception wise, the moon looks like it's,
Yeah, it's monstrous.
yeah. And then I take a picture of my phone, and it's like this teeniest, tiniest print pic, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, where did it go?
Well, I've been going through my phone, photos on my phone, and I found one from like one of the huge super moons or whatever. And like when I came across it, I didn't even recognize what it was. I was like, why did I go? Did this go off my pocket? Like, what is this? And it's like, oh, that's the moon. Oh.
Who wants to see a Superman?
Oh no!
This is like my photo of the supermoon. It's just a white dot.
It's just a white dot.
It's a pixel.
Yeah, and but like so when somebody says, "I want to take a picture of the sun with my iPhone," I'm like, just don't. Like,
And that's why I kind of
don't.
got excited, because with the lens that I have on my camera,
That's the regular moon.
It's a smaller pixel.
if anybody's ever seen
instead
the
of
picture
5.
of like what was it that was way out there, whatever, they sent out one of the different gosh, I can't think of any of the names, one of the not satellites, Voyager. I think when they sent out one of the Voyagers or whatever it was, the pale blue dot, it's like a speck of blue, and that's the Earth from super far away. It's kind of what it looks like when you're trying to take a picture of the sun on your iPhone. But I got excited because I've gone through, and if I do zoomed in pictures of the moon, I can see like partial craters. Like I can get in close enough to where I can see that decently. Not perfectly, because I would need like a lot more of a zoom lens on that to see that. But I can get it, and it fills up quite a bit. And if I were to go through and really turn the exposure on a lot and actually put one of these filters over top of it, I'd actually get a lot of definition from the moon itself. So I was like, if I can do that with the sun, that'll be really cool. I'll be able to take some pictures that way. And then I looked at it, and it was $200 for this lens, this solar lens cap, or whatever the technical term is. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm out. And I didn't want to try one that was low rated.
No, but I mean, just wait for NASA. NASA takes pictures of everything, and it's always amazing quality. Like if you ever want to just feel small in the universe, just look at NASA's pictures.
Yeah, but you can't just go profit off of that. That's why people.
And I didn't even want to profit.
True.
Like I just thought it would be fun to be able to take the picture. Like even if I spent $50 on it, like that'd be fun. I went through and I took this. I'm not going to sell it. I'm not going to share it. I'm not going to do anything. It's just like, I kind of like having to be able to like, oh no, I went through and set this all up, and I took this picture. That just like, that would be a personal fulfillment for me, and kind of that would make me feel good. But I was like, it's not worth $200. Me feeling good's not worth that much money.
No. I'm just picturing Craig live stream vlogging that, like, yo, it says, hey fam, I'm here dabbing at the eclipse. Whoop 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 whoop. It's like, oh man, it's like I'm gonna profit off this for sure. Like, God dang it. No, but going back to the NASA thing, and this is kind of related to space, something I wanted to bring up. So NASA and private organizations as well, of course, are constantly looking up into the stars and taking photos and trying to understand what's happening. They do other things too, obviously, but like they're the main focus of like looking up, right? As far as America's point of contact with, space research, you think NASA. And specifically, like you look at the things that they've discovered and how like hey, we found this up there, and like each one of them shatters, like for me anyway, shatters like my perception of reality every time they come back with a finding. And it could be something as small as like, hey, 3 light years and like a truck ride away is this planet that could theoretically be identical to Earth in the sense that it's like, could sustain life. And I'm like, oh my God, like I love reading those things from NASA. Like anytime they come back with something, it just, even though it's not something that we're going to be reaching anytime soon, just like the stuff that they come back with that they're like, it looks like we're almost sure of, I don't know. I find that stuff fascinating. But do you guys even follow that sort of thing or look at it?
Yeah, I love those things, but every single time they come up with any of this, it's like it's only this amount of light years away, and I'm like, oh cool, that would only take us 400,000 years to try ever get there unless we discover wormholes.
Oh, absolutely,
so
yeah. No, I totally
awesome.
understand.
So I'm like, that is awesome that exists out there, and we can potentially, because we're coming up with the new not satellite. Oh my gosh, I cannot think of terms today. The camera, it's like Hubble telescope. There we go. The new telescope that they're putting up in the next 3 years. I can't remember the name of it. They're putting that up there, and that's going to be able to detect what the type of atmosphere is around those planets. You know, we're talking about the ones that they just announced, I don't know, 2-3 months ago, 4 months ago, and be able to see what those what those planets are and what they're made of, and going, oh my God, that could have life on it. That like, so I love paying attention for that kind of stuff, but it really sucks thinking about like, oh yeah, we can't explore. We're never getting there.
Well,
We're never getting there.
I mean,
as a
like,
race.
it's not about exploring it for me, I guess. Like for me, it's just knowing that it's out there. Like it's like one of those deals where if you like when you stand, you know, on a beach, right, and you're looking at out over, you know, the ocean, you know that on the other side of the ocean is whatever, you know, because it's already been explored, right? You know that, okay, if I stand, on the shoreline of New Jersey looking, you know, east, I'm probably looking at somewhere in Europe or somewhere in Africa or whatever, you know, that's directly across. You get that. But like in space, there's literally infinite directions, infinite like stuff. There's so much mystery out there, and I find that to be fascinating, and I love it. So anytime they come back with this nugget of like, dude, guess what we found out there? There's an entire like asteroid belt made of diamonds. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? And even though I'll never see it, I'll never understand it, I just knowing it's out there just is cool. I don't know. I like that about space, but you know, don't take my word for it. But
Go to space.
I would, dude. I would trade. Okay, and I've had this conversation with I don't know, it was Craig or somebody before, but basically, if it came down to this, somebody comes up to me today and says, "Look, here's the deal, Brian. We are going to give you an offer. You can go to the moon, and we're gonna ship you up to the moon, let you be in a spacesuit, you hop out there, jump around for like 5 hours, and then we fly you home. But in return, you have to do like the world's worst job and basically like just be an indentured servant basically the rest of your life." I would take that in a heartbeat for those couple hours on the moon, in a heartbeat, because being on the moon staring at the earth would be the coolest thing in the entire universe. There's nothing cooler than that.
That'd be fun, but I would not do a lifetime of indentured servitude to somebody for it.
Why not? I mean, how many people have been on the moon? Think about it. Not many.
Both? Yeah, like that.
Yeah. So you could just so you go. So anytime that you're like, okay.
No, it's a conspiracy.
Right? But I mean, like you're sitting there, and you're in this at the fictional bar, and somebody goes, "What do you do?" "Oh, I'm a hedge fund accountant." "Yeah, I'm into the fucking moon," and you're just like, you drop the mic. You know what I mean? It's the coolest. Nothing is cooler than being on the moon.
It's cool, but like,
start
naming the people after Neil Armstrong that have been on the moon. You two don't answer. This is for Brian.
You don't have to. No, but that's the point. You don't have to. It's not about you. Don't. I'm not saying to do it because I want to be famous. I'm saying because it would be like how many people get that experience.
Right, and you definitely get that experience, but like it'd be a lifetime of. No, you didn't. They'd be like, "I'm a hedge fund man." Like, I've been on the moon. They're like, "Okay, fuckhead."
Yeah. If you've been an indentured servant, they're gonna just lock you into a rubber room because they're gonna be like, "Oh, this idiot's crazy."
Yeah, well, think about just go to Big Bang Theory.
Toothbrushes, and he's trying to say he's been to the moon.
Yeah, but I mean, I assumed in this scenario would understand why I'm there. I mean, I assumed I was working for NASA in their bathroom cleaning it with a toothbrush or something, you know.
Oh no, I was thinking like locked away, like Ready Player One. Totally.
Why would you be locked away? Like what?
You said indentured servitude.
Indentured servitude does not mean you are.
No, it doesn't. But it doesn't mean it doesn't mean it.
You guys are just making leaps in logic here. You guys instantly went to Harry Potter under the stairs here, and it's like, no, like that's not how life actually works.
Oh yeah, says the man that's going to the moon.
Hey, in my thing, it was real.
You could go to the moon, but Brian, I really, really hate to break this to you. You're not going to the moon.
You don't know that. You don't know
that you're not going to be locked under the stairs in a cupboard for the rest of your life either.
Hey, Elon Musk, or what's that other guy? I don't know, Virgin guy? What's his name? He'll figure it out. Richard Branson. He'll figure it out.
God.
I'm going to the moon before I die. That's a fact. Or not? I don't know. Well, I mean, what gets you guys hyped about space then?
Well, that was one thing I was going to bring up, and I know, Brian, you've talked about this before. What are your guys' thoughts on there being some kind of like base on the moon, a presence of people constantly there?
It depends. Why? What would they be there for? Like, what's the point?
Research
on living on the moon?
Yeah, you do a lot of things that when you're on a body that far away from the Earth, and it's something different from Earth, so you can do completely different types of research there and study.
Question: are we ignoring the fact that like being on the moon is bad for the human body and all that stuff? Like, we figured a way how to colonize it. You're saying in this scenario, we're not worried about their health. We're worried about like, is it okay to colonize the moon?
I'm not saying colonize, like we're going to send citizens up there to like have schools.
No.
This is literally going to be research
to inhabit the moon. Is it like help? Like,
yeah, we're not caring at all. The scientists signed a waiver. Okay, they don't care. But that's part of the study too. We're like, we want to make sure we know what happens.
If so it's a one-way trip.
If it's
not necessarily, but either or. You can. If it's
Americans and we get to claim the moon, then yes. Hey,
America!
I'm being serious.
Are you going to claim Antarctica at the same time here?
We put our flag there. We put our flag on the moon, all right? And if our flag's on the moon first, been there first, you win. That's the way that works. Everyone's done a land rush before. Let's
just start drilling Antarctica for oil too. Why not?
Well, I mean, I'd love to, but this is way too much ice. No, but the point is that like if I mean, technically we were there first, so yeah. I mean, truth be told, if it meant that we get to officially like claim the moon as ours, then yeah, I would be down for that.
That has no bearing in my mind.
Oh, it absolutely does.
We've already signed an agreement that no outer space body is going to be owned by any type of entity, government or corporation.
You're telling me that if let's just say that any, like, I don't know how, but everybody in, the whole world could be up on the moon, right? So you have the China base, you have the America base, you have the Russian base, you have the British base. They're all just going to cluster up on the moon and then be doing their own research at the same time?
That law doesn't have to be necessarily every country, but any country that wants to and can get up there and finance.
I was gonna say you can also. I know this is crazy. Cooperate.
No. I
mean, it's almost like we have
the moon, Michelle.
I wish we had something like that already.
It's almost like
sharing
all the International Space Station. What's that?
No, I'll share the International Space Station because everyone brings a piece of that, but not the moon. That's America, baby.
I honestly don't even understand what the point of Americanizing the moon would be.
Easy.
Like, this is literally baffling to me.
The moon is an incredible magical thing that floats up in the sky, right? And if you're going to be on it and you're going to live on it,
it totally wasn't just a piece of the Earth before it got smoked by a massive asteroid at one point.
Straight magic.
But yeah, we'll go with that. It's just been long enough to be totally lost.
If it's going to float around and it's going to be up there and we're going to be living on it, someone's got to own it, and I want it to be. I'd rather it be us. That's all I'm saying.
We've got land literally on our planet that no one owns, but you have to own the moon. Yes. That makes no fucking sense.
I'd rather own the moon than most land on the on the ground at this point. If we had the choice, why not? Why not own it?
No,
it's selfish. No. It is selfish, but I want it.
No, I'd rather no one go on the moon at all if you can't own it. Then. Deal. It's super dumb, but I'd rather that be the case.
Exactly.
Someone's going to own it. If we become spacefaring, that law that says no one owns a celestial body is going to be overruled. Someone is going to own
why not
the moon.
Us?
Yes, if that eventuality happens, then yeah, that could. But we're talking when it's easily available for us to travel through space at that point.
Why not?
I don't know how far away that is out, but at that point, yeah, we're going to have to redo it. But I'm assuming kind of a progression where after a little bit, yeah, it's easier for us to get things to the moon. There's going to be no one owning it for hundreds of years, if not thousands.
In your scenario,
basically.
We had a base on the moon, which building a base there had to have been taking a long time to get that going. We don't have the tech for that, so I'm assuming this isn't that future.
No, that's the technology for that based on what current trends are. Actually, if you really go with current trends and what other people have written about, in about 60 years, AI will have figured out how to like basically build around the sun and use that completely for energy. But we won't get into that. But like, there's just no. I'm I'm talking. I'm stooping to his level, aren't I, Michelle? That's what I'm doing.
All
aren't
I'm
I?
saying is that the only way that's
I'm
it.
just withdrawing from this conversation because Brian's just upset.
Here's the deal. That was my only thing.
You know what? America is probably not going to
maybe not.
exist.
Yeah,
in
But
like
that's all I'm
10
saying.
years.
That's all I said. Other than that, I'd rather it be just pure untouched. But if we could own it, then yes. That's it. That's all I was saying. I don't want to share the moon.
I don't even know what to freaking say to that. So
you ever talk to those people and you're like, I literally can't argue with you because you make no sense. I was just wondering if anybody's ever had that sense before.
That's my everyday life.
I don't understand why this is so hard to believe. I think the moon should be untouched unless if we're gonna build a base up there, then somebody's got to own it, and I'd rather us own the moon. That's it.
Somebody has to own it.
We take expeditions to Antarctica, and nobody is owning Antarctica.
Yet.
We can take expeditions to the moon without having to own the moon.
But I don't know. I think that everyone has to. Ownership, it comes with the territory. It is.
It's human
I'm
nature.
not saying I don't understand that people would want to do that. I just don't get with. I guess I don't understand why Brian would be one of those people. I had so much more hope for you, Brian.
I'm cool with just about everything on Earth. Like, I don't care about anything, but when you're talking about space and space-related items, it's first come, first serve. If you're the first one there and you get it and you're building your base, it's yours. It's like the Wild West again. That's what I think about it. It's like the Wild West. It's whoever gets there and plants the flag. Always comes back to the
Wild West. Always comes back to you and a duster.
Why? Oh, dude, I love dusters
and a 6-shooter.
So what if it's a private venture that's done by a corporation? Wouldn't the corporation own it instead of America?
Because now you're getting into a unique situation. I don't know how that would work. Ooh, God! Now I hope they don't count. Now I hope that a private company doesn't do it. Can you imagine Disney owning the moon? Every time you look at the moon, they just have a giant Mickey Mouse symbol up there.
No, they break off 2 other segments and make it out of the moon.
No, or they build the base into the shape of it.
The shadow of the moon
is the giant Mickey Mouse here.
Mouse.
I'm looking down on you, like just floating above. That's
solar eclipses are never the same again.
What a nightmare!
Every time it comes across, it's like, oh
boy, I sure own this, and all of you. Yeah, that would be it.
Okay,
wow.
So just as a final statement, I hope no one owns it until much later, and I hope that they can go through a long period of peace where people can study and do research up there without anyone owning it or trying to plant a flag. That's where I'm at with it.
I'm totally with you.
Kind of like we have in Antarctica.
Yeah,
okay.
like we have in Antarctica.
Okay, fair enough. All right, well, so. We're almost coming to the quiz portion time.
It's impossible. It's gone that fast.
Yes, Brian.
Your idiotic argument took a very long time.
Oh wow,
that's hurtful.
That's a low blow.
That's hurtful.
Low blow. So, anyways, we will. I'll segue a little bit slower because I want to. I just want to ask a few questions before we get to my quiz.
Okay.
Has everyone here seen Star Wars?
Once or twice.
What is Star Wars?
Okay. Once or twice?
It's funny because if you had asked this 2 years ago, my answer would be no. But I have seen Star Wars since then, so we're good.
All right. What about Star Trek?
I have seen the recent J.J. Abrams movies, and that's it.
I've seen... Yeah, I was going to say, I've seen the first J.J. Abrams movie and some of Next Generation.
Okay. Brian?
Maybe I saw the first J.J. Abrams, but if I did, I don't really remember it because I didn't really... Like, it just kind of went in one ear out the other.
Okay, fair enough. So I'm kind of with you on. Well, I've obviously seen Star Wars. I'm sure I've made references to that in the past. But Star Trek, I never watched it like growing up. And then my wife, who is not the super nerd like we are, yeah, I'll be nice. She goes, I watched Star Trek growing up. And I was like, oh god, because the first one I ever saw was the J.J. Abrams one. never had
That's
any
where
desire
Sarah
to
watched.
watch any of the older
Sarah's
stuff.
dad watched the original series like religiously. He loved the original series. He loved Next
Oh, wow.
Generation. So for her, it's like this bonding thing with her dad over Star Trek. So we went and saw every Star Trek movie that's come out, and I'm actually excited to see the new Star Trek show that's coming out on the CBS app. They're doing a streaming new Star Trek show, so that'll be fun.
Huh. I didn't know that. I'll probably watch
Yeah.
it just because
I'm-
I do love
I'm
sci-fi.
willing to try it out.
Like net. I've exhausted the Netflix sci-fi realm.
I tried to watch the original
Yeah.
a couple years ago when I was traveling for
Oh, I
work.
heard-
I was like, well, this will be something where I can go through at
I
night.
heard.
I don't have anything
Yeah.
else. I'll just boot up Netflix on my laptop and I'll watch the original Star Trek series. Got about 2 episodes in. I was like, well, I gave it the old college try and moved on. But I was like, I would like to try maybe Next Generation and something else, or maybe some of the newer ones later. But
I prefer. I do not like the original series. I did not enjoy it. I probably watched a couple seasons before I was like, I'm done. But Next Generation I thought was a lot better.
yeah, I was going to try out Next Generation, and then I was going to try out the newest one too. Like when it starts coming out, I was going to go through and sign up for the CBS app and watch those.
Yeah, I might try Next Gen. So we'll see. That's still to be seen. Okay. All right. So to give, I'm going to kind of go in and preface my quiz again and state something that actually happened to me today. I was making a sandwich right before this we're recording, and I happened to grab a bag of whole wheat goldfish, right? And on the back side of it, and if I screw this up completely, we can ridicule me completely. It goes, what happens, or I go, what happens when, damn it, I just screwed it up. Just feel free to ridicule me because it's, I completely forgot it. The only way I could salvage this is go upstairs, but it was something to the effect of what happens when you're standing in the pouring grain. So, and it goes, you get weeded. It was bad. Okay, I can't even. It's bad. Please edit this out, or not. Just leave this blank space and make fun of me forever.
Hold on. Hold on.
Crickets.
What the fuck just happened?
That was
2, what?
I
weeded. You get
What does
You get
goldfish?
it had a transition.
What
I
just
fucked it up
happened?
bad. I don't.
Okay.
To the quiz.
To the quiz.
All right.
All right.
Let's go.
And here's why I asked the 2 sci-fi movie questions. You're going to get this in the first kind of, I guess, 2/3 of my quiz. Which website did Chewbacca get arrested for creating? And by the way, these are all puns for the first 2/3 of the quiz.
Oh God, yes, and oh no, also.
All right. Oh, by the way, order. Crap. I guess I need to figure that out. Let's go with Michelle, Brian, and Craig.
My answer for the first one is pass.
So,
Which
the question
website
was
did Chewbacca get
what
arrested
website
for
did
creating?
www.wookieNookie.com.
Wow.
He got arrested for
You
Wookie
beat me
Nookie.
on that one. I was going for like copyright infringement. I went with ChewTube.
ChewTube. It's called WikiLeaks.
I was
Nice,
waiting for it.
Brian's.
I give Brian half a
Oh,
point.
thank you.
I give Brian half a point. All right.
Yeah, I went for intellectual property theft with YouTube, or I guess copyright theft. Sorry.
All right. How warm is it inside a tauntaun?
Over 9,000.
It's smells bad, but you'll survive.
All right.
It's as hot as a tauntana, like sauna, but tauntana.
I'll give you half a point for effort on that one. It's lukewarm.
Genius. Oh, I love that one.
All right. Okay. All right.
I really like that one. I'm going to use that.
Question number 3. How did Darth Vader know what Luke was getting him for Christmas?
I didn't have time to be clever since I was the first. I literally don't have an answer.
He forced him to tell him.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's where I was originally kind of going with it, but I couldn't think of any like good punny way of putting
Don't
it.
choke on your
So I was
ambitions
just going to
say
say, well, he's clearly just going to Tossie Station for some power converters.
He felt his presence.
Oh, God dang it. Son of a...
This is so
This
bad.
is awesome. This is the best. Mike is going to be so mad he missed this quiz.
All right, okay. So now, we're still on Star Wars. Never mind. All right. Number 4. How do you get down from a bantha? How do you get down from a bantha?
I have no idea.
Okay.
How do you get down from a bantha?
Yeah.
You ask a scruffy looking nerf herder for help.
My original thing was trying to use the word bantha instead of the word like answers, like you're trying to do it that way.
Uh-huh.
I could not come up with anything slightly that worked on it. So I would say just roll off.
Okay. You don't. You get down from a goose.
Wait. Oh, God dang it. Seriously?
I'm not joking. I don't get it.
That's where down, like
Yeah,
feathers, down
like,
feathers.
yeah.
Fuck you. God damn it.
I knew no one was going to get that one. I thought that one was just clever because I
Yeah.
read that. I was like,
How do you get
oh,
down
you
from-
bastard.
How do you get down from
bastard.
that?
I was like, you get down from a goose. I was like, that makes no sense.
You're like every Star Wars movie you ever seen. Where was the goose in those?
Who's the goose on this one? Who's the goose?
All right. Question number 5. Moving to Star Trek.
Oh no.
What are Vulcan eyeglasses called?
Seafar and Prosper.
I like it. I like it.
They are logical.
Okay.
Right here, Brian. For the users, the listeners at home, Craig flicked Brian off. He flicked him the bird. Looked like a goose.
Known for their down.
Boy, the goose.
Boy,
What are Vulcan eyeglasses called?
Oh, I was trying to think of something with Vulcan death grip and somehow turning that into a lens joke.
I thought of a better answer now too, so now I'm mad.
Go ahead, say it.
Spoctacles.
Michelle, I'm going to give Michelle 1.5 points because I like the original one too, but it was Spoctacles.
Nice.
Fucking good.
All right.
I respect it.
Spoctacles.
I respect it.
All right. Question number 6. How many ears does Picard have?
None. I don't have a reason, but my answer is
Okay.
going to be none.
I 2, but only because he's Borged. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
I literally cannot think of anything.
Okay. 3. A right ear, a left ear, and a final front ear.
Oh, for God's sake. Are you serious right now? Whoever
Man.
made these should both be high-fived and shot at once. Wow.
Okay. All right. That ends the Star Trek because I didn't know those as well, and I thought those were the kind of funniest I found. All right. So now we're going on to actual space puns.
Okay.
What do you call a tick on the moon?
Pass.
A scientific
Brian?
anomaly and also dead.
Okay.
Brian's like a cold floating corpse.
Drifting through space.
Well, technically true. Wrong.
Shit, I know the answer now.
give me like 10 seconds here to think, and then you can shout it out.
Okay.
As well.
Wait, no.
A moon tick joke.
Hold
I
on,
don't know.
Michelle, before you give your answer that you actually think it is, the real answer to this is property of the U.S. government.
Negative 0.5 points.
Okay, here we go. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, Michelle.
Is the answer like lunatic?
Lunatic, yeah.
Oh, okay. There it is.
I'll give you half a point for
good.
coming in late. All right. Okay, question number 8. How do you get a baby astronaut to sleep?
Oh, I get this one. I know it.
All right, Brian goes last.
Actually, can I go
You
first?
rocket him?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You rocket him.
Okay. Craig, anything else?
I was trying to think of sheep jumping over a moon fence.
A moon fence? It is you rocket.
Yeah.
All right. So question number 9. How do you pick a hot astronaut? Like a cute astronaut, hot astronaut. So how do you pick up a hot astronaut? It's probably one of my favorite.
Oh man. I have no idea.
Okay.
You tell them that they are out of this world.
All right. Brian gets half a point.
Yeah.
I would say easily. I mean, because they're in space, they don't weigh a lot.
Science.
I like Craig's answer.
That's not the correct answer, but I guess I have a point because that's good.
That's pretty good.
I like it. I can't read. You tell them to back that NASA up.
Nice.
Well done.
As I said, that was the favorite one I found. Okay. All right. On to the last section of the quiz. I'm crying. We're actually going to learn something, hopefully, not just shitty puns. Oh, God.
Wait, we're going to learn something? Why start now?
Why start now? Okay. Question number 10. Which planet in our solar system has the fastest day, or rotation on its axis?
Mercury?
Okay.
That was my guess, was Mercury, yeah.
Okay.
Is it Venus?
It is actually the largest planet, Jupiter.
No, Venus is like fucking slow as shit.
I was like, it's either, I was thinking, I was like, Venus is on one side of the scale. It's either like 300 Earth days is one Venus day or another one. Or it might be tidally locked for all I know. I think Mercury is tidally locked, isn't it?
I
don't know.
I believe
Could be.
I think Mercury might be tidally locked.
It's not with the sun. I don't think it is. All right. Anyways, while Craig's looking that up, anyone care to guess how many hours that it takes for one day to take place on Jupiter?
16.
Okay.
I'm going to guess 11.
I was going to guess 7.
7. Craig's technically the closest with going over, but it's actually 9 hours and 55 minutes, so 10 hours.
Wow.
And the one right next to that is Saturn, and it actually makes they rotate so fast it actually makes the gas planets flatter.
Huh.
I did know that, which I don't know why I didn't guess that, but I knew that they had that.
So
Interesting.
I'll give Brian the point for that one. All right. Which planet gets the coldest of all the planets?
Neptune.
Okay.
You guys heard about Pluto? Messed up.
It's messed up, man. It's messed up. It's just a moon now.
I mean, we're not counting Pluto as a planet anymore,
No.
right? We don't follow that
We
rule?
can't.
Then
Yeah.
it's Neptune then.
Greg?
I gotta go with Neptune.
So while
So it's probably your Uranus or it's the dark side of Mercury.
it's the dark side of the
Mars.
moon. So it is technically Uranus at negative 224 degrees Celsius. While Neptune does have the coldest, average overall.
Gotcha.
But Uranus has the coldest.
I almost said that. Technically, I did say it.
Question number 12. Which planets have rings? So there's a list of planets that have rings. What are they?
Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune.
I think it's Saturn and Neptune. I think it's only those two.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Saturn for sure. Obs. And I'm gonna go with Uranus.
Michelle is correct. She gets all of them for 4 points.
Jupiter has rings?
It
Yep.
sure does. They're very,
Yeah,
very
you
faint.
can't really see
No
them with the
kidding.
naked. Well, you can't really. I can't see them with the naked eye, but no, they're very faint.
Yeah, I was thinking it might, just because I'm like, so many of those moons probably crushed
Yeah.
each other for a long time, or different
basically,
bodies.
Basically, all the
But,
all
yeah,
the gas
those bigger
planets have
planets, yeah.
rings around them.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay. Question 13 is a true and false. It's a true or false. There is a supermassive black hole at the center of the Milky Way galaxy.
True.
False.
Okay,
True.
it is true.
Damn.
All right, next one is also true or false. The Andromeda Galaxy, which is our closest neighboring galaxy, can be seen with the naked eye.
True.
False.
True. I think it's only in a few select
It is true,
locations.
though.
Son of a.
It is, yeah. Yeah, you have to go. Well, you could pretty much go out in the country and see it. You just have to know where to look for it. But yeah.
And do you have any more questions about Andromeda?
What is the newest Mass Effect? Oh, yes, I'm done. Sorry.
And we're eventually going to run into it. The Milky Way galaxy and Andromeda
In
are on a
5
collision
million
course.
years or billion or something like that. But it's
It's a
coming.
long
It's
way out.
Be prepared, kids.
how fast is it coming towards us, Craig?
Duck and cover, everybody. Duck and cover. We're going to go over the drills.
Yeah.
Everybody head to Walmart and get water now.
This isn't a question.
Milk and bread, milk and bread.
This isn't a question on the quiz, but how fast is it coming towards us?
I want to say it's somewhere between the speed of sound and the speed of light. Gosh, what is it?
It's like
I don't know.
100 to 120 something like kilometers a second. So ridiculolously fast.
Oh, it is fast.
Which technically I was right. That was between the speed of sound and the speed of light.
That's a big gap.
There's
It's a
that
really big range.
Really
and he
hedged your
was
bets there,
correct.
didn't you? Yeah.
It's a safe bet there.
It's only like 99% of speeds, but
So I've given up like 3 or 4 points in the actual fact categories. This is not going well anymore. I like the pun one, but all right.
All right. So I have one more question and then kind of a bonus question at the end. All right, question number 15. What are the 2 planets in our solar system that don't have any moons?
Mercury and Venus.
Okay.
Mercury and Neptune. No. Yeah, Neptune.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Mercury, and I'm going to go with it's totally no, it's totally Jupiter. No, it's totally
Earth.
It's totally the moon. The moon doesn't have a moon.
That's never
Almost used one of those jokes.
nice.
You know what? Fuck it. I don't know the name of it, but I know it's there, but I'll say it anyways. It's going to be Mercury and Mars.
Okay. It is Mercury and Venus, so Michelle gets 2 points.
Damn.
All right.
Michelle won it because of that stupid real fact round.
She did.
She got all the points in that one.
God bless the fact round.
Let's see her. She had 3 points before the facts started coming. It was in last place. And then the facts came up and it was bam, bam, bam.
See, it should have just been on your standard classic pun trivia knowledge.
Well,
So,
technically, I'm the only one who actually guessed any of the actual pun answers.
True.
And
True.
you guys
That's
got
true.
So you're
bonus
saying that you
points
even
for
math those out.
cleverness.
I get it.
So Brian, you came in second with 6.5 and Craig in last with 6 points. But there is a bonus question for
all the marbles.
5 points.
Oh my
So
God,
we have a
we can do
chance.
it.
So Brian has a chance to win.
Oh my God.
What is Craig's favorite planet?
I know it.
Michelle.
Okay. I think I know it, but I
I
don't
feel like
think it
this
actually.
is so unfair.
Can I guess? I'll let Michelle
I actually
guess.
don't know the answer.
No. I think I know it. I think I actually know the right answer to this. So Michelle, go first.
11th moon?
Okay, that's good. That's good. But his favorite planet is Neptune, and I'll tell you why. Because that's where he goes to slay me some fish. Because Cortana directs it.
Craig, can you get this question correctly?
Yeah. Craig, what's your favorite planet?
Yeah, favorite planet.
Is this a question, or are you actually asking my opinion?
No, we need to know
This is
the
a
answer.
question. This is a question. What's your favorite planet, Craig?
So this is a question.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
If this is a question from
But
Burke,
apparently that you can get wrong.
if it's a question from Burke, it's clearly Uranus, because there's no other joke he's going to make besides Uranus. If you guys want to know, ask me again later, and I'll actually tell you what my real favorite planet is. But for this, it's Uranus.
Wow.
Okay.
Not Uranus. Uranus.
Okay, I had to be a child. Sorry, guys. Michelle, you still win. So
Terrible.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you know. As soon as I asked, Craig knew exactly where I was going. Because this morning he goes, space quiz. I go, yeah, guess what Burke's favorite planet is?
Oh my! All of space, and that's when we always come back to that.
Yeah,
that was a bad naming convention. Whoever, like the Romans, whoever came up with that, they were like, "This will be genius. No way, this will be humorous later." Oh well, what are you gonna do? But in all truth, it was actually the learning part of the quiz was very informative. I'll definitely give you that.
Yep.
I had no idea about any of those things, including the fact that Jupiter had rings. I did not know that at all.
Jupiter also has the most moons.
That's true. That's true. And think about that. They could all be property of the United States of America. I just said it just so they would Michelle and Greg and face
So wait, because Pluto is considered a moon now.
Yeah.
It's owned by Americans.
So all the other countries in the world just got dunked on.
Here comes the sun, rapping first on this track. From the beginning, I'm the center of the solar system. Planets be spinning around me, so hot, I'm roasting, you see. Now I pass a mic to the planet closest to me.
Mercury, the smallest planet, small as Earth's moon. I get super hot and cold, and it's been very slow.
I'm Venus, I got mountains and volcanoes that spray. I'm the same size as Earth, but spin the opposite way.
Yeah, I'm Earth, I'm the home to every boy and girl.
Such a beautiful, beautiful world.
I'm Mars, a red planet. I got deserts and ice, and I've got 2 moons. That's like 1 moon twice.
I'm Jupiter, the biggest planet. I'm humongous, gargantuan. I spin the fastest, rap the fastest, plus I'm handsome. Blam, son.
Oh, please, I'm Saturn. Check out my beautiful rings, made up of billions of rocks, dust, and other things.
I'm Uranus. I say that with pride. Okay, I lied. I'm embarrassed because I'm the only planet lying on its side.
I'm Neptune, I'm cold, dark, windy, and mysterious. I'm very stormy, so bring an umbrella. I'm serious.
We are the planet.
So all the other countries in the world just got dunked on. America.
America, fuck yeah!
Come on to save the motherfucking space, yeah.
Oh shit!
How did you guys?
Oh, that was good.
What the fuck just happened?
I am thirsty. Let's explore the rest of the Milky